Hello, welcome back to another episode of All the Mods 3 Remix with me, PyroGecko77. Hi. So, in the last few episodes, we've solved a few of the early game woes of playing modded. First of all, what tools are you going to use when you got Tinkers? Defaulting to Tinker's tools, pretty basic. Actually Addition's integration, allowing us to use void tools, very helpful. We found a place for a base, originally a village, and now we're in the massive valley. And in the last episode, we got ourselves the Ring of the Flying Squid, which, with our grid power system, allows a form of flight. It's really just kind of a awesome jump, but very useful. In between episodes, I made myself a pair of slime boots. The nice thing about slime boots is to just get your hands on some slime. Any type of slime, just makes different colors depending upon what slime you use. Tinkers adds floating slime islands all over the place. You get close enough, slime spawn on them, fall off, kill the slimes, get slime to make the slime boots. It saves you from fall damage, and it's kind of fun to bounce around. So, now that I'm not going to die from using the Ring of the Flying Squid, particularly if I don't pay attention to the status bar down over my XP bar, and it just cuts out on me, I'm not going to fall. So now, what I would like to work on is actually trying to get our resources. We're not hard up for resources at all. I've taken time to process most of the ores that I have mined up between episodes. But the big thing is I've been mining a ton of ores, trying to get my hands on at least 30 resonating ore, because this is how I want to get us power. Between that and the resonating crystals, it makes for at least a fun power system. Well, to do that, I'm going to need to automate mining because I really don't want to spend a whole lot of time getting the resonating ore. It took way too long. One of my favorite ways of getting ores is the builder block, which in this pack has a custom recipe that is much more difficult than normal, mainly because the vertical digger, which the vertical digger takes a drill, which isn't so bad, but it also needs empowered void crystals, which empowered void crystals are taking regular void crystal, running it through an empowerer, which, as you're starting to see, it's kind of a rabbit hole of crafting. So we might want to get started. Since we got this atomic reconstructor that we stole from a village, I can throw regular quartz and chiseled quartz in front of it, hit it with the laser beam, I get the Actually Additions quartz, and I can start making myself my stands. Oh yeah, forgot, I'm going to need some coils here. 5 coils seems about right, because we are making 5 stands. Okay, but we will also be needing to make these batteries. Forgot about that. Do I have any extra? Don't have it extra, but should be able to quickly make myself some more black quartz. Actually, no point in limiting myself here. Oh, not what I wanted. Okay, now we can make another coil, which then allows us to turn that into another advanced coil. Oh, and I almost forgot. Might as well do a big go of all this. Big thing with modded, if you make just enough to make whatever you're currently making, chances are you're going to spend more time trying to make more of the same resource. So there's a single battery. But I do believe to make this, I need a double battery. Yeah, forgot about that. Good thing I opted to make more of this stuff. Looking for another coil. Oh, hitting uses on that was maybe not the best way of getting that. There's our double battery. Oh, why'd I back out? I was already in the right menu to just keep crafting. In the future, I'll try not to spend as much time just crafting all episode, but we are at a point where making machines is very necessary. And I'm making flux ducts because this recipe for a way of getting a power conduit pipe, whatever, is actually very cheap. So right now I'm just going to temporarily grab a spot here. Let's see here, it needs 2 blocks in between, I believe. That's wrong. So when in doubt, I usually check to see if flux ducts are in a, or leadstone flux duct, whatever, is in a pack when I'm looking to work with power. Very simple way of getting started. Now, these empower things go, or display stands, power is the middle one. That should work. The middle one doesn't actually need power. Now, we're going to do this in a very slow manner. That's why I'm kind of rushing to try to get this down. But by putting my coal generator right here, this will slowly start filling up with RF. And then I need a block of void crystal. Sure, just dump that. See here, if I remember the recipe correctly, it's like the block of void crystal. That, I believe I need a black dye. I'm not going to remember it. Charcoal, black dye, flint, and stone. Had half the recipe memorized. Flint, only need the one, and a stone. Now this is going to take a while to get going because powering it with a coal generator is a very slow, bad idea. But this is probably the only use of this machine I'm going to need for quite a while. So it being slow is fine by me. Let's see here, that goes there. Did I not grab? Oh, I grabbed the stone. YouTuber blindness. So that'll slowly be pumping power into it, and eventually I'll get myself an empowered void crystal. It actually doesn't seem to be as bad as I thought. Oh, no, it's hard up for power. Okay. Well, while that's working, I would point out I took the liberty of pre-filling my smeltery with some water. Because with the crafts we're doing today, I'm going to need some obsidian. An easy way to get obsidian with tinkers in a pack is take lava, which is just an iron drum full of lava. I manually went down to a lava pool and bucketed all this lava into here so I could move it up here. When you mix lava and water in a smeltery, it makes liquid obsidian. Pretty straightforward. And liquid obsidian can be poured out into blocks. And I'm actually going to steal my little automation thing here. Give me that. Because the more things I can get going, the more I can get done in a single episode. The lever would just turn it on and off again. I don't know why I felt the need to put the lever up there, but now this is going to just start auto-pouring out obsidian. How's this doing for fuel? Not bad. It's going to take a while, but that'll work. So now that we've got that, let's clean out some of our inventory of things that we don't need. Modded is a constant struggle to keep your inventory clean. It's also why I recommend making some sort of backpack, storage bag, something just to put stuff in. Let's see here. For the builder block, where are we at in our current progress? Builder. Oop. I saw movement. My base is far from properly lit up. But that's a project to do off camera when I start working on some of the aesthetics, digging these out, building buildings. I'll probably do a few of the buildings on camera so you can see what I'm going for, but I intend to do a lot of similar builds, just alternating kind of housing development style. So while we're at this, builder block was bricks. Oh wow, I need all kinds of stuff. Thought I prepared a little bit better than this. Brick. Did I not make? I could have swore I made a point of specifically. Oh, I was just blind yet again. Okay, there's our bricks. See the vertical digger. We're gonna need 4 of these. I only got the resources to make 2. Is that because I didn't take all this out? Okay, dump. Well, put this back in the chest that I'm pulling all my stuff out of. Just trying to keep my inventory semi-clean. Let's see here. I guess I gotta decide which one of these pumps I want to make. This one's probably the cheapest because, with the exception of a copper ingot, most of this is just iron plates, which I can make by making a hammer. That's probably not the best hammer, actually. I believe this hammer is cheaper. I don't know how many uses it has, but... Is this recipe disabled? Let's check uses on the hammer. Well, it's telling me mixed plates. Do I have to specifically put it in the placement I wanted? I can make plates, but not the plates that I wanted. Okay. Just noticed that my sound is coming from my speakers. I don't know if we had game audio for the first half of this video. So, hopefully by reloading my audio here, it's actually going to be recorded for you guys. I apologize if you weren't able to hear things, but we've basically been crafting. Not really a whole lot to miss. And I guess, since that hammer doesn't do what I want it to do, we'll make the more expensive hammer. Because, wow, that does a lot of things. But that's what we're looking for. Honestly, probably just go for a bunch of those. I'm going to be using iron plates for a lot of things. Make the piping. There's cheaper ways of doing a lot of this stuff, but it usually involves machines. And since we haven't really built much in the way of any machine so far, I'm kind of just showing an easy way to rush through and get some resource production so as to automate the process. So we're getting there. Builder block, I'm just missing this. Oh, that's where I wanted to get some obsidian observer. Do I really not have any cobble? Not in the chest that I craft out of, at least. So we need at least 2 of these. Dispenser. Love this recipe. Otherwise, you got to make a bow, and it's a pain. Magma blocks. Oh yeah, that's right. I'll start by grabbing 3 of these. And of course it would be raining. But we can go up to my future bedroom, sleep the night away, and make it so that we don't have to deal with the rain. And then I made a warpstone, which if you check the recipe, it's really just some purple dye, some ender pearls that I just hunted some endermen down at night, an emerald, nothing too impressive, but this way, wow, I gotta turn that audio down. But I can teleport out to a desert I found. This is just, yeah, I'm turning that audio down. It's at least loud for me. Options, music and sounds. We'll just say master volume 80%, why not? But this puts us out in a desert. This is just a village I found. I was out exploring. Pretty much just went, like, this is the base here. Just picked a direction to go. Came across the desert. Deserts are usually pretty nice. Oh, I'm actually going to take some of this cactus. But deserts are usually pretty nice for hunting mobs because at night it's a nice flat area. But since I am in need of magma cream, these cinder blooms, I believe that's what they're called. Yeah, cinder pearls. These are nice because it's just a plant that I can turn into blaze powder. So when I'm out trying to get some magma cream without actually... Oop, don't stand on cactus. But without actually going to the nether, fighting, well, blazes. This is just an easier way. If I hadn't found this... Oh, I'm bouncing away. If I hadn't found this, I would just be going to the nether. I believe with Quirk installed, we might have blazes just spawning in the nether, so just running around is enough. That should be plenty. Snow's not fully charged yet. Well, we're gonna go that route. I'll come up with a better way of teleporting, but you guys really don't want to see me walk back, and this just saves me from having to figure out how to do a cut. So, that gives us some place powder. Oh, for some reason I was thinking it was giving me 2. And then this should be able to be crafted like that, and like that. Back to trying to build the builder block. Structural builder. And we're down to just needing the vertical digger, which is just a drill and the empowered void crystal, which even though we just powered it with a very low tier stolen coal generator, we got our void crystal. Empowered void crystal. So we literally now just need to make one more component. Unfortunately, it's far from a cheap component. We need more of these coils, which means processing more. Of course, the one ore I didn't think was worth my time to process is what I'm finding I need more of. So while we get that, let's see, what else do we need for making a drill? I guess we're going to need the coils. I already got the diamantine and nori crystals, I thought. Diamantine, well, I guess they can stay in here. And a nori, yep. And give me that. Oh, I got 2 coils. Huh. So, oh yeah, that's why I needed 2 more. Can I just hit uses? Yeah. Drill core. Gotta make 2 more. Staple of actually additions, right there. Those. I got this recipe memorized. It might be. Give me those. Why are you being so problematic? I'll just move it like that. Hit balance grid. But the whole goal that I'm trying to rush here is just a way of automating resources so that I don't have to personally. Oh well. That's just more iron. So I don't have to go mining consistently. Mining in vanilla, it's necessary in most cases. It's not let me drag and drop. It'll let me do it shortly, but not long term. Oh well. Gives us our nori crystals. Now can I make the drill? Yay. This drill, very handy tool. Would recommend most people use it. But with Tinkers, pretty much every mod's tools are made obsolete, so we'll just move it straight into the vertical digger. Kind of a low-powered automation way of getting resources. But here we go, builder block. Really nice tool, capable of doing many things. An overly complicated GUI. Takes power. You can specify either building or destroying things. We're going to use it for destroying. Which is probably where a lot of people were confused as to why I wanted to make a builder block to get resources, but it's capable of destroying blocks too. So if we make ourselves a crate, and then, oh, I didn't even think about it. I'm going to need a quarry card, and I haven't looked at those recipes. Oh, goody. Well, luckily I got paper over here, but those are the, or not paper, sugarcane. Those are the standard recipes, nothing too special there. I was afraid that they were going to require something like a nether star or something that would take us a lot of time to get. So, now that we can make paper, I've been saying so a lot in this episode, I apologize. Did I already have some sugarcane? No. Yeah. Thought I was all prepared for this episode. Oh well. Professional YouTuber. Not really. Why did that recipe only... Whatever, it gives me enough. So, shape card. Make yourself a diamond pickaxe. Diamond shovel. No sticks. It's a lot harder to talk and craft than I once gave YouTubers credit for. So sorry if this is a little bit more of a boring episode, because it's definitely a crafting focus episode, and my mind is totally on trying to make sure that I pay attention to my recipes, what I'm clicking on, craft the right things. Okay, now that we have ourselves a way of mining up resources, I'm gonna steal our generator. This will make things super slow, because, once again, it's horrible power, but it is power. Now I wonder, am I capable of making... No point in not trying to... oh, no. Mining. Here we go. Aroma. There we go. That's what I was thinking. Oh, yeah, that tool's super easy to make. More sticks, really? It's going to be great when I start automating the production of basic stuff, so I don't have to find myself crafting things that basic. Didn't I already have some stone? Yeah, it's not important. I can always make more. I'm going to need more now that I realize what I'm working on, because the whole reason I want to pull this up, because you need that to make these... Oh, any stone? No. Okay, well, I only need 10 of them anyways. And we're just going to set up a portal to another dimension. This is very unnecessary for what we're doing, but I notice we've got a little bit of time here, so we're going to go to probably one of the more boring dimensions, but we have in this pack a mining dimension. Sneak. Oh, there we go. So as this loads up, we'll set this up in another dimension. So, and of course, we're underground. Why 83? Well, it doesn't matter anything. Anyways, so builder block goes down, and then an inventory on top of it. It's going to want a lever. Needs power. Now this is going to run ridiculously slow, but if I take this shape card and I specify, I think its max is 512, 512, and then we'll go 60. Put this in here, hit preview. Maybe I should have done the full 82, so that for our example, you can see what I'm talking about. Or is it that I want this at that corner? Those poor trees. Well, I'm not really sure where this is mining at, but this entire dimension just exists to get ore. It's flat on the surface, nothing special, but when I flip this lever here, you'll see I start getting resources. I'm already out of power, but this is mining somewhere in the world. I'll get better at setting up the actual specifications of where I want it, but I just realized I'm also going to be getting stuff I don't want. You can void off all this stuff. I really don't need it. Yeah, sure, if you find sand, I'll take it. Now, once it does get enough power from this, with it slowly trickling in, it will mine some more. And it gives us a readout of roughly where it's mining and all that. Throw out this cobble. I don't need more cobble. But this is just passive resources. Now, most packs do have the ability for you to claim an area. You can see kind of what the surface looks like. Looks like we got a few structures, probably Astral Sorcery, Meteorite from Applied Energistics. Generally speaking, though, I just want to claim... Let's claim a few chunks around here and chunk load it. Now, it's chunk loaded. This will keep running even if I'm not standing here. I'll have to be signed into the game, but if I go back to my base through that portal, I'll still get resources ridiculously slow. This is why I said I want to start working on our power system. I could probably put a filter here and try to make it avoid the stone and things that we're voiding off, because it takes power from mining that. You can just see it burn some power, didn't find an ore. This is going to be ridiculously slow. I'm going to want to make a filter. I'll make this a little bit better, but generally speaking, we've got passive resources. If I can get better power here, particularly in the range of, well, usually I try to shoot for a couple thousand RF, and we're using 50. But ultimately, I got to do nothing. If I encased myself in a box here, piped in some coal, charcoal, wood, anything into here, and I was just safe and just walked away from my computer, I'd come back and I'd have resources here. That's all I need to do. So I don't need to mine anymore. Now, this will take some tweaking, but as I see my episode's starting to get long, so I'm going to leave this one here. I'll probably come back and show you how I adjusted this to make it a little bit more efficient, but technically, we have automated mining. So we've got tools figured out, mobility figured out, and now resources figured out. We'll be able to start hitting the machines production and the base building really quickly in the coming episodes. So, I would like to remind you that if you haven't subscribed yet, please subscribe. It really encourages me, along with leaving a like on the video. When videos get likes, it makes me know that somebody out there is enjoying what I'm doing. That's actually worth me recording what I'm doing and messing around. Definitely, ooh, that's kind of fun. Ooh, right up close next to my face. But definitely enjoy seeing that people are watching my videos. So, until the next time, bye!